Okay, so I hope this is okay. Yeah, okay. Um, right. Yeah, okay. Let's see if this is working as it should. Yeah. Okay. All right, now I just want to be able to see the chat over here. Should be able to now. Although this is a bit weird, not really allowing me to do that. Very well. Okay, so now I'm in Star Citizen. So let's just have a look. I've been toying around with this a little bit, and I'm really enjoy the systems that they've got in Unreal Engine. Sorry, in Star Citizen, and I'm just trying to think about what can be deployed in Unreal Engine as well. Just looking at flight systems, looking at how it does all sorts of things in terms of how it manages the flight movement, atmospherics, and all sorts of things like that. So let's just have a look. I'm on a space station right now. Not really sure where. I think I've died the last time that I was in. I'm just gonna go outside towards my ship. So I need to find it, which means I need to get out of these quarters. I'll look at my inventory, which I'm trying to, but it's loading slowly. Let's just see. I do have armor on, but I do not have a helmet. And I don't have a helmet in my inventory either. So I'm going to have to find one from somewhere. So let's have a look. This is working a bit slowly at the minute. Come on, load. Yeah, is this loading? Seems to have loaded, but it's working very slowly for some reason. Okay, so this should be okay now. Sometimes Star Citizen can slow down quite considerably as you're on it. Unfortunately, it's due to it not being, completely not streamlined, but optimized. So I'm just going through these rooms in here, and I'm trying to find a place where I can probably buy a helmet of some kind, because if I'm going to go up in outer space and I don't have a helmet on, things are not going to look very good for me. I'll probably just, immediately disintegrate. Not disintegrate, but, so I need to find some elevators for the interstation transit, where it says here interstation transit. So let me just have a look at that. Don't know why. Yeah, it's sponsored or you bought. I've got it. Yeah, no, it's not sponsored. No. So I was really curious about the flight systems and all the atmospherics and everything else in it. It's, as I said, it's not very optimized, but it is playable. I just really love what they've done with it. There's a lot of good ideas. I think right now it's the best space simulator out there, definitely. Let me just try and find a shop somewhere. I know there's a shop somewhere in here for armor and stuff like that. Yeah, there we go. This is one. So you've got to actually have a look, and to be able to buy your gear, you've got to find you can get matching sets if you want. You could look like Iron Man if you want to. I mean, it's very stylish actually. But yeah, what I'm interested in is just getting a helmet. So let me just make sure that I am on the right inventory. Yeah, so this is this the local inventory? I have no idea. Venture Core. It will probably give me an error that I can't buy it if it's too much. So I need to look for the helmet, but nothing too expensive, as I most likely will lose this one as well. I keep losing helmets for some reason. I need one that allows me to go in space as well. But what is there? Honestly, everything is so expensive here. Yeah, I don't know. Is this allowing me to go into space? and the elements while minimizing operator agility. Okay. So can I just buy this? No? Won't let me buy it. Well, that's fantastic. Come on, I really need a helmet here. Can't go outside without a helmet. Let me just try this terminal here. I know there's a thing with the inventory. You've got to be able to... You've got to select the inventory right, otherwise you won't be able to get anything. So let's just try now. Gonna click the buy button. Yeah, it might be okay now. Let's see. Transaction complete. So that should be on me now. Yep, there it is. So there we go. Now we've got a helmet, which is really good. That's what we wanted. Now we can head up towards the ship, and I really need to get off this space station because, as I've said, performance is not amazing on fully, you know, places like this where there's a lot of meshes around. So I'm just gonna go up into the hangars and abs. That's where I'll find what I'm looking for. And there should be a point in here where we can see like a security check. Once we go through that, no, that's towards the habitats, that's not the way. So we need to see a security check. I don't have any weapons or anything like that, but it's fine. I'm not gonna... Yeah, I know it's lagging a little bit. I think it's just because I'm on this station. I just need to really get off the station. I'm also playing in widescreen, so a bit of a high resolution as opposed to, you know... Oh, wait, I cannot go to my ship as of yet because I've not called it. So let me just see what the status of the ship is. Okay, I've got to claim it. Let me just see. You know, we've got to wait for about 30 something seconds. Yeah, so this is gonna be like I can either pay the money or just you know, just wait for those 20 seconds. I'm you know, let me just whatever. That's it. I've got it, and now I can retrieve it, and it will tell me where it is. You gotta do this pretty much every time that you sort of get wasted out there in space. Oh man, the delivery takes longer than it would have taken me to just wait for it to be claimed. This is not great. Okay, so we've got hangar 04 that I can go into. Let me just make my way there then. And then we can have a look at some of the flight systems that we've got in there. Oh, the area is pitch black. Do not walk in pitch black areas because I believe you will fall through the map. Okay, the ship is doing some really weird stuff there. I think it's because it's sort of instanced, but it didn't instance quite well. Anyway, oh yeah, Riotech, you're getting excited, man. You must be the only one. I think I've sort of like started the stream just all of a sudden, I just thought about just having a look at some of these, and I wanted to show you guys some of the stuff that I've seen, and I'm just doing a bit of an analysis on it as well. So the ship looks really good. Everything is animated on it in terms of, you know, landing gear, being able to move around, you know, take flight and all of that. This is all animated. These wings come down. It's got some really nice propulsion systems. I think everybody's pretty much seen this ship because it's one of the starter ones. I really like the animation of how you go in and how everything sort of has weight to it. I think they've done a fantastic job at making sure everything in here has weight. Right, so now I'm in the ship and I can look around it. There's a full console in here, a full cockpit and everything as well. And I need to press, I believe, yeah, it was U, which then launches my engines and everything else, but the door, the big gate will not open. I can't get out of the space station unless I tell them that I want to leave. So let me just go into my communication in here and let me just hail them so they know that I am going, man. Okay, now they're opening the gate. and I can switch over my camera so I can see the ship from the back, and I can press space to go up. So it does have a lift off and land operation like that, so you can sort of go down, and you can also go up and down, which is something that I've added in my newest sort of tutorial for space stations. You can do that as well. But I think they've got it more refined here. So control takes you down and space takes you up. Now I'm going to press forward just so I can move. And you can see the atmosphere over there. Oh, look at that. There's a bit of a battle going on here. I can hear... Oh, come on. Okay, now performance is back. So I think these turrets were shooting something. Maybe an enemy, a pirate or something was getting close. I really love the fact that you can see this planet from over here. It looks so nice. Just gonna put myself into flight mode. And if I press C on the keyboard, it will go into cruise mode. And when I'm in cruise mode, the ship will fly on its own forward. And if I look in here into the cockpit side, my speed is limited to 190 at the minute because of that. But I can just sort of press the scroll wheel, just turn it on, and then the speed will go up in cruise mode. Q and E sort of rotates me, and I can go towards this planet if I want to. And the maximum speed of this ship is 1159. You can see it there on the left side. It can't go any faster than that, and that's the speed that you can achieve in space. Obviously quantum travel goes faster, way faster than that, but that's different. You can't control quantum travel. You just sort of slingshot to one place. But yeah, once we enter the atmosphere, that speed will decrease because Star Citizen has a system where atmosphere affects your ship's performance. Now we don't want to go into the dark side of this planet, so I'm just going to continue on towards where the sun is still shining. If we have a look from outer space and we rotate around the ship, you can see how nice everything is. Oh man, for my next stream, I better remember to just go for a 1080p sort of resolution. Anyway, as we enter the atmosphere, you can see that that's now affecting the ship a little bit. We're getting some nice sort of particles over there. That's really cool. Look at that. The ship is almost on fire. Hopefully I won't actually catch fire, but no, it should be fine. This is a very resilient ship. It is a very popular ship as well. It's called the Mustang. Everybody loves a Mustang. So this is the maximum speed. As I said, I can't go any faster than this. But if I want to, I can activate my quantum drive. And then I should be able to go to a location on this planet. So let's say I want to go over there, which is 1,145 kilometers away. Once the calibration is complete, which I've just lost because I was looking at the other facility. So once calibration is complete, I can now press B on the keyboard, and this will take me into quantum travel. I can have a look from the outside as well, just to see how that looks like. Oh, it's on the other side of the planet. Oh man, oh, that's nice. Anyway, it's at least there's a lot of light over here. Look at those clouds in the atmosphere. I think that looks so good. I mean, we don't have something like that in Unreal Engine. You might say we have the volumetric cloud system and so on, but it's not really the same. It is limited. The volumetric cloud system in Unreal Engine sort of repeats itself over and over again, while this can be different depending on which side of the planet you are. The patterns don't necessarily repeat themselves. So we're now going towards the planet's surface, and you can already see the geometry in action over there, the texture and everything. So there's a lot of clouds in here. I mean, you can see the ray-marched clouds. You can sort of see where the jittering shows up, where you can see the volume itself sort of dissipating because the density is too low in that place. You can also see a bit the stepping of the ray-marched clouds, but this is real time, so performance on this is actually quite good compared to Unreal Engine when I'm using the ultra dynamic sky with maximum details. I've actually got a video about Star Citizen that's more dedicated to the things that, you know, you can see in it in terms of atmospherics and stuff. I've not uploaded it yet, but I will do this week, the following week. Anyway, we're getting close to the planet's surface here. I'm not sure. I mean, right now I'm actually encountering difficulty taking a turn to the left or the right. The wind is actually pushing me in a different direction, so I love the fact that the wind is affecting how the ship flies. That's really, really cool. Yeah, so we can see we've got like a mountain range here. There's some trees down there at the bottom. I'm just going to go down. Okay, let's see if there's a point of interest in here. There should be, because I've obviously used quantum travel to get to this point. Just, you've got to be careful that the ship will not stop just because you sort of hold down everything to slow it down. It will not stop if the velocity that you've built up is big enough. It will just keep pushing you forward. So let's just have a look. Okay, I'm going out of cruise mode, and I'm slowing down. I really love the atmospheric effects on the windscreen here. That's really beautiful. You know, rain droplets and so on. Okay, so now I'm no longer in cruise mode, which means that I can control the ship myself. Oh, look, there's something here. Let's have a look what that is. So, just gonna go out of there's like a rock here, maybe for mining. I'm just gonna activate my, you know, I'm gonna go in landing mode. And I do need to slow down, otherwise I will crash. I don't know. I mean, yeah, it is definitely some form of a height map, but it's persistent. So what I mean by this is like the transition from space to the planet is so seamless. I'm not seeing any pop-ups or anything like that. They've done a fantastic job with LODs. I think the textures on the ground are, you know, the repeated pattern can easily be seen from above, but when you're on the ground, you barely notice it anymore. Okay, so there was a point of interest right here. Not really sure why. As I said, I think it's a point where you can sort of go in and mine. And yeah, you can I believe you can also sort of have like actions. So I do have, let me just say, there's no actions for players. Oh, there we go, player action. So left Alt plus X to wipe visor. Okay, so I can wipe my visor in case it gets really, you know, really wet. I can see there's no RVT like in Unreal Engine. You can't really combine the you know, texture from the ground and the rocks in here. Would have definitely made a big difference with integrating these rocks within the environment, but it's good enough, I think. It looks good. Yeah, I don't have any mining tools or anything like that, so I'm not really able to do anything here. But yeah, there's definitely something in just, I guess, part of being a sort of a noob to this. I have no idea what other people do. There's also a system of where you need to drink and eat as well. And I've never survived long enough to need to do that. So it's always been, you know, I've always sort of ended up in a crash before I managed to run out of, you know, get thirsty or need to drink. So now, I'm going to turn on the engines again. Okay. So I'm just going up. I do want to create a sort of a similar system to the flight system that they've got in here. I find it to be superb, actually, because it does have, you know, right now I'm not touching anything. Like I'm literally not touching anything on the keyboard. Let me just try and Oh, right. The moment I activate the camera, the performance just goes really bad. I'm not really sure why. I think the newest version of OBS has really ruined this. Oh. Yeah, see that? My performance has gone to hell just because I've activated that camera. So I'm not really sure what the hell. No. Oh. This is some top-notch performance right here, guys. Come on, computer, you can do this. Oh, there we go. We're back now. Sorry about that, guys. Honestly, yeah, the moment. So the reason why my computer really, its performance goes really badly when I activate the camera is because Windows 11, basically. I've made the mistake of upgrading to Windows 11, so these guys at Microsoft, being the smartest people that I know, have decided to add this new system in place that supposedly, improves hardware acceleration, use the GPU a lot more to drive all sorts of processes that require a video card. And this has ruined performance in Windows 11, so I don't recommend it to anybody. So OBS struggles a lot. To work with Windows 11 while you play a game and whatnot. If you deactivate the option, then you get very low performance in OBS. If you keep the option on, then you get good performance in OBS, but you can have glitches whenever you activate and overlay things like a thing like a camera. So right here at the bottom we have a forest. Shadows obviously are having a bit of an issue where I move the camera around. This is something that I believe Unreal Engine has fixed at such large scales. Now, I can't say that I'm seeing I'm seeing tree cards here. I think they are using them. I'm just not. Yeah, I can see some popping in. I don't know. I don't think that is the. I don't think that's a fog card though. So, because they look the same even close by, there might be fog cards all the way up on that mountain ridge, but down here or just around me, I don't think they are. Either way, I think they're okay. Obviously, Unreal Engine's nanites for foliage now is a game changer. So let's just have a look. Just going. I do believe in about a month's time at most, I will be uploading a new project on Patreon and on ArtStation and stuff, where I will have a far better functioning flight system for Unreal Engine, where I would have resolved most of the issues that I've got right now, and I'm gonna have something that's more akin to what they're doing in Star Citizen. Because as I said, it's far better. Now we can see cloud shadowing there in the distance. This looks really nice. It does add a lot of atmosphere to the scene. By the way, this planet is so big that right now we are in an area where it's snowy, but now we're getting to an area where the biome changes to something more, it looks like a bit like a grassland, although from the level of pollution that supposedly has been on this planet, I don't know if that's actually grass, but let's have a look. So you can see the biome transition over there. I think it's done okay-ish. Probably could have been done better. It's not too bad. I'm just getting close here just to see if that's actually grass or not, because I am not sure, guys. Although, these trees are... Yeah, it is grass. These trees are green, so why wouldn't it not be grass? Yeah, and we've got mud over here. Yeah, this looks pretty cool. Is there anything around us though? Let's just have a look. So there's some stuff around here. Ooh, 40,000. Yeah, there's a lot of very distance, very very far away places. Yeah, updating software, not the best idea. if you're updating, especially if you're somebody who's using streaming, or if you're somebody who's doing design of any kind, because then your software might not actually work with any upgrades, any updates. Yeah, this is quite nice over here. I like the environment and how they sort of transition to something else. I believe going forward we get into more of a, yeah, you can see here massive plains. I'm not really sure how they managed to change the textures like this, in the sense of anything that I've seen at this sort of scale in terms of landscapes, you know, like a full planet, they generally just have the same texture, or maybe 2 or 3 textures just repeating across the surface. At least that's what I've managed to do myself. So I don't know how how they've managed to create textures that just change depending on certain areas within the world, within the planet. No, not yet. No, I've not figured out how to do it. I've had multiple sort of tries. Generally, I mean, I've got one of the. I've just got a video that I've finished filming today about how to create very, very highly detailed textured planets. You know, that will come out in a couple of days. But geometry-wise, I have sort of used the same technique as in that video to displace the planet. I wouldn't say the planet is procedurally generated in terms of displacement, because I'm using procedural textures to generate it, but I do have to sort of copy paste the planet in Unreal Engine. But I think they're doing kind of the same thing. I don't think these planets are generated via a system in the Star Citizen sort of software package. I think they're just making it externally somehow. I think they're handcrafting the planet. Well, handcraft, when I say handcrafting, oh no, connection lost to the server. That's not good. Whoa, that's not good at all. Let me just see. Oh, you know what that means? That means it's gonna push me back onto the freaking space station. Anyway, yeah, I don't know if I want to sort of join it again, because I really need to figure out how best to sort of approach this type of content and how much notice I can sort of give to people. I'm just having a look at what these are. Pirate Swarm. But yeah, unfortunately, crashes and things like that can happen a lot of times. Well, I need to work out what is the best way for me to be able to do these sort of these streams. If for things like Star Citizen and so on, I'm gonna have a look. But I'm going to release some tutorials very soon. As I said, one of them being the one where I showcase the creating very highly detailed planet textures. I don't know yet how I'm going to generate highly detailed planets with geometry, and also make them landable, and also make them have their own sort of ecosystem, biome, and the directional light to interact with that. Because as you guys know, in Unreal Engine, the directional light is just one sort of light source in far away, generated on a world coordinate, and you can't really, that light source can't be in the center of your map. Basically, not like in Star Citizen where the light source is actually in the center. You can see it over there. It is in the center of this solar system, and it is shining light in a realistic fashion towards all the other planets around it. I mean, that works as intended. I have seen people streaming as they fly through from one point to another for very long periods of time, and they show how the sun actually, how the planets turn around the sun and so on. It's actually quite good in that respect. But yeah, I'll leave you guys with this. It's obviously not very good content as of yet. I still need to formulate it, but I was happy to do it, and thank you for joining and looking. It was an unlisted stream, so nobody really can see it. I just was just doing a bit of an experimentation. Thank you.